What do you think we learn about the Western world and sort of spreading so-called Western values in the world? Do we learn anything when we look towards Ukraine and the war there?
That's why the global South is staying out of this and, in fact, cracking up with ridicule when they hear the West talk about Western values. In Africa, in Asia, in Latin America, you're going to talk about Western values? I mean, literally cracking up in ridicule, amazed that Westerners can even produce these words. They know what Western values are. In fact, they see it right now. It's not in the past. They see Western values in the European reaction to refugees fleeing from centuries of European violence and destruction. I don't have to run through the European record in Africa. Okay. Countries are wrecked, destroyed. People are fleeing in terror. What does Europe do? Let them drown in the Mediterranean, set up bases in Niger to prevent them from getting to the Mediterranean. That's European values. Want to see more of European values? Look at Afghanistan. Millions of people, literally, are facing starvation. Millions. Real starvation. There is food in the markets, but people with a little money have to watch their children starve because of Western values. The United States stole Afghans' funds. $10 billion are stolen, sitting in New York banks, so that Afghan mothers can watch their children starve and not go to the market because they can't get to their bank accounts. That's Western values. Or they can look at, say, Yemen, worst humanitarian crisis in the world, mainly the result of Saudi and Emirati bombing, the blockade, Saudi blockade of the one port, the Hodeida port. How does that happen? Because the US is pouring with the British and some European countries are pouring in weapons, providing training, providing the intelligence without which they can't function. That's European values. Now, we don't have to look at the past. Invasion of Iraq, that's European values. Tearing the country to shreds, the region to shreds, inciting ethnic conflicts that didn't exist. That's European values. If you look at it from outside the European propaganda bubble,